Bawang putih and bawang merah. A long time ago, in a nice quiet village, there lived a wealthy merchant. He lived there together with his daughter, who was named Bawang Putih. This merchant wife had long since passed away. The merchant was very fond of his daughter because she was obedient and kind-hearted. One day, as she came home from traveling, he brought a woman and her daughter along with him. He wanted to marry this woman. So, Bawang Putih now had a stepmother and a stepsister who was named Bawang Merah. When her father went to trade, her stepmother and Bawang Merah would treat Bawang Putih like a servant. Bawang Putih did all the work that was ordered by her stepmother. She cleaned the house, cooked, washed clothes, and looked for firewood. If Bawang Putih's work went wrong, her stepmother would punish her by not feeding her. Every morning, her stepmother and Bawang Merah took turns shouting.
Bawang putih, wash my clothes.
Not yet finished washing clothes, Bawang Putih would then be called by her stepmother.
Bawang putih, prepare breakfast now. We are hungry.
Because Bawang Putih worked so hard and was punished so harshly, her body became thinner. One day, Bawang Putih's father returned home and fell ill. He was very ill and Bawang Putih was very sad because of it. She never left her father alone. However, God decided differently. Bawang Putih's father died.
Bawang putih, bawang merah, garam dan you to love take care each other.
Yes, Dad, don't worry. I will take care of her because she is my sister.
Here you go. This is your mother necklace. Now is yours.
Thank you, Dad. I will take care of this necklace. Father, don't leave me.
While Bawang Putih wept and cried, her stepmother and Bawang Merah were excited because the property and house of Bawang Putih's father now belongs to them.
Look, Bawang Merah. He finally died. Yes, Mom. We will reach.
Bawang Putih's life was miserable after her father died. She no longer had her father to love and comfort her. Her stepmother and Bawang Merah further tortured her. Bawang Putih tried to be patient, but sometimes she would cry at night.
Lord, please help me. Why are they always evil to me?
One day, Bawang Putih went to the river to wash clothes. She was sleepy and hungry, and her body was weak. While washing, Bawang Putih didn't realize that her stepmother's favorite shawl had washed away. When she put all the clothes back into the basket, she was surprised to find her stepmother's scarf was not there.
Mother favorite shawl is gone. Oh no, it's drifting down the river. What should I do? I daren't go home. Mother will scold me.
Finally, Bawang Putih decided to go back down to the river to look for her stepmother's scarf. In the middle of the road, she met a farmer who was washing his cow.
Uncle, did you see a red shawl floating down the river?
Red shawl? Yes, I saw it. The red shawl was taken by the old grandfather, who was washing clothes by the river. Grandfather house in the mountain.
Bawang Putih immediately headed up to the mountain. There, she found a wooden house. Bawang Putih knocked on the door of the house.
Excuse me, Grandpa, did you find my mother Rachel?
Hi dear. Let's go in. What's your name?
My name is Bawang Putih, Grandpa.
The old grandfather would give the red scarf back with one condition. Bawang Putih must help him first. Bawang Putih agreed. All day, she helped the grandfather cook, look for firewood, clean the house, and wash clothes. For Bawang Putih, all this work was easy because she was used to doing it. Finally, it was time for Bawang Putih to leave for home. The grandpa gave her the shawl.
Putih, this is the red shawl you are looking for. Oh, I want to give you a pumpkin. Choose the pumpkin that you want.
I choose the small one, Grandpa.
Okay, take this little pumpkin. But remember, you can open until you get home. Understand?
Well, Grandpa, I will do everything you say.
Arriving at home, Bawang Putih was called by her stepmother and Bawang Merah.
Hey, Bawang Putih, where have you been? How dare you go out without my permission?
Forgive me, Mother. I was...
Stop! Enough, Bawang Putih! We don't need your excuses.
They continued to beat her. Then they saw the pumpkin brought by Bawang Putih.
Cut the pumpkin and cook it. We are starving because of you.
Bawang Putih took the knife and split the pumpkin. What a surprise! The pumpkin was full of sparkling expensive jewelry. Bawang Putih then told them everything.
Oh my God! Where did you get the pumpkin? Oh, Bawang Putih, you so have chosen a lot pumpkin. Bawang Merah, looks like I have an idea. Yes, Mom!
The next day, the stepmother and Bawang Merah went to the river. They deliberately washed away the red scarf. Then, secretly, they followed the veil as it washed away. Sure enough, the red scarf was picked up by the old grandfather. The stepmother and Bawang Merah followed the old grandfather who went up to the mountain. As they walked, Bawang Merah complained about how far it was.
I'm tired, Mom. Let's go home. Bawang Merah, be patient. Soon, we will get even more jewelry than Bawang Putih. But I'm tired, Mom. I said be patient.
Arriving at the old grandfather's house, the stepmother and Bawang Merah knocked on the door. The old grandfather welcomed them warmly. Then, the stepmother and Bawang Merah pretend to be sad and asked about the red scarf.
There, Grandpa, did you find my mother Rachel?
Oh yes. It just happens that Grandpa found it on the river.
Just like with Bawang Putih, the grandfather would give them the shawl if they helped him. The only way to get the pumpkin was to work to help the old grandpa, but they still couldn't stop complaining.
I'm so tired. If it weren't for the pumpkin, I would do this.
Yeah, I'm also tired. Hopefully, there will be even more jewelry in that pumpkin.
Finally, Bawang Merah and the stepmother finished their work at the old grandfather's house and say goodbye. The old grandfather gave the shawl to Bawang Merah and her mother. On the table, there were 2 pumpkins, one large and one small. And, of course, the stepmother and Bawang Merah chose the largest pumpkin.
Choose one a pumpkin as a gift for me.
Of course, I choose the big one, Grandpa.
Yes, choose the big one.
Remember, don't open the pumpkin before you get home.
Yes, Grandpa, that's for sure. We will go home first, Grandpa.
Bawang Merah and her mother did not obey the advice of the grandfather. On the way, the stepmother split the big pumpkin. They were impatient to get their hands on the jewelry inside.
Mom, open this pumpkin now. Oh, grandfather will now. Yes, you're right. Let's open it. I'm also curious.
However, they were in for quite a surprise because inside the pumpkin were venomous animals such as snakes, scorpions, spiders, and centipedes. They were both bitten by snakes. Because they were still in the middle of the forest, no one came to help them. The stepmother and Bawang Merah died from the snake bite. Their greed brought them to disaster. Meanwhile, Bawang Putih lived happily ever after. The jewelry given by the old grandfather making her rich. She continued her father's business and enjoyed the fruit of her obedience and kindness.